Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back. I injured my back. It feels better. I'm taking good care of it. I'm treating it with lots of heating pad and some Tylenol. And, it's getting better. So I feel good. I feel good. I do. I feel good. You may be wondering what this hammer is here for. I need to show you. Let's start there. So backing up to our belly band, I forgot to tell you that the one thing you're going to need to do about this thing that sticks up here, because it's bulky, is you're going to need to hammer it down. Now, it won't hammer down so tight that you can't move this deal. So you'll still be able to tuck this into it, okay? So it used to stick up, a little loop there, and now you can kind of see that I've flattened it out. So that is one thing you'll need to do. And the other thing we're going to need to do is put something heavy on these, I think, but I'm not sure what yet. I have those little black things, but I didn't want to make it too bulky. So there's that. That's what the hammer was for. I wasn't going to crush it all up and get rid of the whole thing because, well, that didn't seem like a good thing to do. So that is point number 1. Now I have point number 2. The linen paper that I'm using. Let me get it. Oh, I bought it from Amazon. It's jam paper. It actually came from Staples. It's jam paper, 8.5 by 11, paper, black linen, 32 pound. Now I went with 32 pounds so you could write on it. And I love a good 32 pound paper, and it's very nice with the linen. So this was a little practice one I did. And the reason I did them in these colors is so you could see what I'm talking about. I glued this little belly band on here, and I'll use this paper eventually. But as you can see, the glue, maybe you can't see, but the glue really shows on it. And back here, you can see that it kind of, well, you can't really see it. There you can. You can see it's kind of wrinkled it a bit. So because of that, I decided that I was going to use, hang on, my artisan paper. This is the heavier cardstock. Okay? And it's also got that linen finish in it, so it matches this very well. Now, when you go to cut this paper for this journal, you want to cut it where it's the way it's most flexible. So it's a little firmer this way. So I want to cut it so that this way will be my 8.5 by 11, because it's very flexible this way. So let me just show you. We have it flexible. I have to get a trimmer. My trimmer's not working very well. Okay, so that's the flexible way. Immediately take that, and you're going to cut it at 8.5 inches on the way it goes flexible. Remember? Flexible. Resistance. Flexible. You can tell the difference. So, flexible, open, and trim it at the 8.5 inches. Just like so. And now you've got it nice and flexible piece of paper. So it will fold better into your journal, and then cut it off at the 11, and that will make your 8.5 by 11 paper right there. And then you're going to fold it like so, corner to corner, like that. And that is going to make one of your inserts for your signature. So, let's see. Oh, goodness. I gotta find them. I know they're here somewhere. Aha. So, what I discovered that I needed to do was, in order to make this journal work, it will not, I have to say, it will not work with 2 signatures. The spine is not wide enough, unfortunately. Although I might be able to fix it. So I put 4 of these 32-pound papers together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tucked it inside of this one. So we have that cardstock one. That was the 12 by 12 that we cut. And then I did the same thing with this paper. Right here. I made sure which way it was most flexible. So I could cut it and it would fold over neatly and make a nice little signature block. I put that on the outside here. Okay, now you can see it's already starting to stick out. And then I went back inside here and I put in another. Did I put in another one? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, what I did was then I put in one of these, another one of these, and I just did a repeat pattern. So this is how I'm putting the signature together. Need 4 more of these. Now this is going to seem like a very small journal. And I'm not doing that just because I hurt my back. I'm doing it because, and I'll show you why, because it bulked up fast. Because the pieces I want to put in this are more romantic. They've got the gold and the black, and they're just so pretty. So I took these and I put them in here. And then, somewhere, I have a very pretty paper that we're going to put on the inside. Right here. I started the other one off with this paper. And we can switch them around. Oh, this one we're going to fold this way. Okay, and it goes in right here. Now you can see it already needs to be trimmed down, but don't trim it down yet. Bulk it up with the pieces that you already have, and it will show you how much you're going to need to trim off. So what I did was I sewed around, well, what I did here was I put on washi tape, lining this up on a line. Can't see it, so let's make a little line on it as I whip around the paper here. Little line, just a little dot. You're not going to see it anyway because we're going to cover that up. And I'll explain why I did this too in just a minute. Just a minute. Wait. We'll get there. Oh, come on, baby. Let the good times roll. Okay. Lining this up on the line here. And on the line down here. Whoops. I'll need that, thank you. And then I'm doing that because there's a nice little line on this washi tape right there. And I'm going to be able to line up the whole thing. Now washi tape's very forgiving, so there we go. Get the wrinkles out. Unwrinkle me, please. Ah, nah, you're good wrinkled. No, you're not wrinkled. So this is just to keep the touch of gold going in the golden hue. Okay, now. Okay, so I did this. And then I sewed a zigzag around the edges. And then I recreased it with the bone folder. My voice is going away. I'm so sorry. You're not going to have to worry about this cracking on here if it starts to crack. If you're worried about it, go ahead and washi tape this side too. It won't matter, but do it now if you're going to do that before you get your signature built and trimmed. You want to get that done before the trim. So I did the same thing with this one. And the same thing with this one. Whoops. Did I put those backwards? Did I forget one? I did. I need to put this in there. Oops, I folded this one wrong. I can tell. It's resistant. Okay. So we have the first cover, the cardstock, the 4 linen papers, decorative cardstock, black cardstock, 4 linen papers, and then we have this one. Now, did I put a 3rd linen in there? Let me check the regular one. No, I didn't. Not a linen, but a cardstock. So it has 2 of the black cardstock and 3 of the decorative cardstock. And that makes a signature. Isn't that nice? I can see some extra washi tape up there. I'm making this signature because I'm going to make another one of these. Or I might just throw it together as a kit for somebody else to make. Excuse me. Sorry about my throat. Don't know what to tell you. Okay, so there we go. We have that much done. Now, what else do I want to tell you? Oh, the reason I'm using this heavy cardstock is so I can make these tip ends work. Otherwise, they're not going to work. Now, it can go on here or it can go on this one. It's solely up to you. You can put it here or you can put it there. But it's solely to make these tip ends work. It will not work with the regular linen paper because it will get too flopsy. So it needs to go on a cardstock or this decorative. This one black's a little bit thicker, so I'll probably go with the black. Now, what else do I need to tell you? That is going to be a signature. You knew that. So now I've told you about the glue. I've told you about the hammer. Hammer, you can go back over there. The next thing you need to do is to make sure you have gel pens that are going to work on this. I bought these. They were just a classic Jelly Roll, medium bold. I kind of like medium weight pens. This journal will come with a gel pen if it works. So, do you work? Yes, it does. It works right there. Okay. What would we write? I am a gel pen. I am not a walrus. There we go. It does right on there. So this journal will come with a white gel pen. So just so we know, you'll be able to write in this journal. So now we know that. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We're not using this, so I'm going to put this away. Right next to me there, I have a little drawer. And we'll put away our cardstock right there. Let's put this away for now. I was kind of leaving it out to remind me of something. Okay. So these Jelly Roll pens, I got these at Amazon. And, you know, I shop a lot at Amazon. I know a lot of people aren't right now, but boy, I do. Because I cannot find anything I want at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And it just irritates me. So I'm going to order where I can get my stuff at the best price. That's all there is to it. So, but you guys can order from wherever you want to. But I am going to take Tammy's advice, and I am going to start charging for my postage and handling it on Etsy. So I'm getting ready to do that, and because then you got to refigure all your prices and stuff. So it'll take a little bit, but I'm going to do it. So thanks, Tammy, for giving me permission. I needed it. Jelly Roll, the original gel ink, classic white. And these are Sakura. There we go. Classic Jelly Roll pen. Okay. So this is where the signature is at right now. Now, I know we figured it for two things in here. But I don't think two are going to fit. Although maybe if I put one here. Where's that other one? What did I do with it? Oh, I can't turn around right now. Maybe I could get two. I don't think so. I just don't think it's going to work. I think we're better off to go with the one and make it a more romantic type journal than to go with two and have it be another gator mouth. So, I don't know. So, let me just bulk it all up here and we'll see what happens. So one would go that side over here. I have this one kind of loaded up, and one would go here. This one's not been trimmed down, of course. So I could get 2 in there, but look what's going to happen once you get the ephemera in it. It's just going to go bloop. And I don't really want it to bloop. So I think we'll make a second journal with this one, or I'll make a kit. So okay, what did I do next? I took this page and I sewed all the way around it, and isn't that pretty? And that's what we're going to do today. Now the envelopes, I had to tip them in, and I had to tip them in at the beginning, otherwise they showed. So there will be this little extra piece at the back here, and there will be an extra little piece right here, and you can put writing on that or whatever. Even separating them, they were still just too bulky. Now maybe if I separated them into each signature and only put about 4 items per signature, that might work. Okay, so then on the cardstock page, I sewed around that edge. I did not sew on the linen paper because I was afraid it would tear. And I sewed around this pretty paper. It's upside down. Good thing to look. And then I sewed on this one. And I sewed on this one. Now that's only how many pages? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26 pages doubled. So that gives you a nice little romantic journal to write in. Maybe you'd keep track of your romance novels in here. I don't know what you do. So we need to do this, and that's what we're doing today. I just wanted to get you caught up on where I got to. And this, my friends, is very easy to do. I don't want that to get mixed up there. So over there you go. And where is it? I went with these colors because I thought they most look like the flowers on the front page right here. So that's what I did. I added just streaks of black in it just because we have the black paper. So it just kind of brought in the black here, and you know, that's why I did it, to kind of mimic this. And the way I did that, it was so simple. These are the ones I'm using, my little soft brushes. And I did not use Vintage Photo. I didn't use Crushed Olive or Green. I did use Scrapbook.com Hybrid Ink, Autumn Leaves and Orange Cream. I might use Daffodil, that's a scrapbook. I used Fossilized Amber and Antique Linen, I definitely use that. This soot, black soot, I used just to give some streaks of black in it. I did use the aged mahogany. I tried the milled lavender distress ink. It didn't really show up. I did use the dried marigold. And then I might use mustard seed or scattered straw in there. So we're going to start out with a little bit of distress ink. Oh, here's my... I'm using this on all my oranges. Not the oranges you eat. Okay. So I'm just going to start right in the middle. I'm going to go to the edge. A little bit of inking and coloring today. If I accidentally move this, it'll just create a shadow effect, so I'm not too worried about it moving too far. That was too far. So I just started out like that. And then I came in with some orange cream and went just around the edges, just kind of bulking up the color on the edge. Just to highlight it a little better. Oh no, not that far in, gee. And it really doesn't matter what colors you use. And then I came in with some autumn leaves. It's a little redder. And I continued to bulk up a little bit. And then I went this way. And I just kind of streaked it in through there so it would look like flower petals. And I'm starting from in here, so it's putting more color down here, but it kind of allowed it to streak out that way. So that's why I did that. Then I went, let me put this cap on. I went up here. Now this time I'm going, oh, before I do this, let me get my yellow daffodil. And this is going in the center. Oh yeah. Now we're going to put it right here too. There we go. That's what I'm doing with it. I'm going to put some up here. There we go. It does get ink all over you, but it's okay. We like ink. And now I'm going to use some, oh, that's fossilized amber and that's scattered straw. Let's try the fossilized amber. Let's just see what it does. This does not have to look like the other page at all. We can go with all bright red colors if we want. It's just fun. Bring some of that color down into there. Okay. And then I came in with some of the aged mahogany distress ink. Now this one was a little harder. See how it mucks up right there? So you have to really start on the plastic. Otherwise it glops up. Okay, let's have a peek. See? It's coming along. Then I went lighter. I went with scattered straw. And it really, honestly, does not matter. And then I took my scattered straw and my antique linen, and I went over the areas with it just to add a little extra color, a little highlighting that only your eye will see. And then let's put away the scattered straw. This is where the antique linen comes in. And this is Distress ink. Trying to pull from the center out so that you get the lines in your flowers. Okay. See there, I messed up. And let's see. Now this is where I tried the little bit of pink up here. And it really didn't work too well. This is a lavender. And you really can't see it, but it is laying it down. Laying down a little bit of color. Then I came back to my autumn leaves and decided this guy needed a few more streaks of color. Not too bad. And what else did I do? I don't really know. I love this fossilized amber. It's very pretty. Then I came in with that black, or with the dark soot. Black soot. That's too much. And I just threw some black in it. Just so it would blend with the papers. That's too much. Just so it would have some black in it. Okay? And then I came over here and I did the exact same thing. And you can do it any way you want. Let's go with a little bit of orange here in the center. I'm going to really make it deep. a deep orange. There we go. And now let's use the mahogany. Whoops, I should have started from the center. See where it made that mess right there? Now I realize some of these should be green leaves, but I'm not really too concerned about that. Let's get some orange in there. If you really press hard on the plastic, it'll make kind of streaks. Like that. And it looks kind of cool. I don't know if you can really see it from up there. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I did think maybe I should have used a black pen in here and went around the edges and stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go up here and we're going to do the oranges. Oh, 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 oh. Going a little lighter up there. Done with the autumn leaves. Switching over to the orange cream. Whoa, come back here. Whoa, pony. Hang on to your hats. The horses are loose. So I'm just going back over it because I don't have it exactly on there, so this will just kind of highlight those edges a little bit. Okay, that's enough of orange cream. Let's go with scattered straw. And now let's come in with the, what did I do with it? Antique linen right here. You can see I'm forgetting to go in any direction. I'm going wherever I want to go. But really, it needed to go this way to give it the effect of a flower. But now it looks kind of ruined right there. I'll go back to aged mahogany. I'm going to come from the center up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, doesn't that look nice? That one turned out pretty good. I'm not a flower painter, just so you know. So it doesn't have to look perfect. Okay, so let's see, what can we do up here? Let's put in the milled lavender again. I'm using it just as some background color in there, because it gives it just a tad bit of pink highlight, or lavender highlights. Just a tad. Not a whole bunch of them, just a tad. And then, what if we used some mustard seed? What would happen? I'm afraid. Ooh, look at that. Be not afraid. It'll be okay. So let's come back down here and just get that center back in there. There we go. So now I'm just going over that orange. I should put the stencil back on, but I didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and wipe this thing off on here. And let's see, I think we need, let's try dried marigold. This is a distress ink. Let's go the other way, center up. So I'm loading this side of the brush more. You can almost tell by the way the brush is parting right there. So I'm loading that edge heavier, which gives it a little darker look and still allows you to push ink out into the other areas. Okay, that's enough of that. Antique linen. I'm going to wipe this one off on my thing over there a little bit. Now this is giving it a little bit of a messy look. Just starting to go ahead and put in some of the black. I think there's not a, there needs to be more color up here. There we go. And what else was I doing? Oh. Actually, I think that looks good. So that is what I did with my pages. So let's bring this back over. And let's put this back in. Now, it is going to have to dry a bit. So right here is where it's going to go. And then I have one more of those to do, but I will do that off camera. But let's go ahead and add this. No, those are just going to get sewn in. I don't like them being together. Maybe, if I'm going to make a second one, maybe this one or this one should be a part of that other signature. Don't know. I do not know. I kind of wanted to put them both in, but maybe we can make another pocket. So anyway, because of the linen paper, that is why I decided not to do gluing down pockets on this linen. I decided I would do tip-ins on the firmer cardstock pages. So, like, this tip-in would go maybe, because we have this one right there. So we bring this one way up here, not there, and we'd put it like right here. See, we'd have a tip in there, or we could tip in on this side of the page, which is what I like to do. The reason is because then it tips out to here, and it's easier to see what's in the pocket. So it's a tip out. This is a tip into the spine. And then we have our tip out. We have our writing spaces. And then we would go to here. Now this one will be where the belly band goes. Right here. And then on the other side of that, I want to put a belly band that goes this way. Which means I'll need a stopper down here for any paper that comes in. The stopper will stop it. And then, oh, you could see that's where the where this was before, because of the knob right there. Then this would go here, here, like this. And it tips out. Oh, that's pretty. And then we go clear to the back. Now, I thought, you know, originally, I'll just put this right in here, but let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Huh? You know what? I think it'll work. And that would build this up to that size signature. Yeah. So I still need to go around these papers, and I need to ink them. But I think it's going to make a mighty fine one signature journal. I mean, I could go two, but I really think that would be a mistake. It will fit in here tighter, you know, where it could have, you know, we still need to make something for these little pockets here. But I think it actually is very nice. And the other thing that I want to make for this is a writing board. And on the writing board, we'll make a thing for our pen to go into. Okay? So I got to set that out for me to remember that. Yeah. This is going to be beautiful. Oh my goodness sake. So that's where we're at, everybody. Sorry I had to make you wait so many days. I know I certainly felt bad about it. My whole body felt bad. I felt so bad. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much, and you've been so tolerant of me this year. It's been one of those crazy mixed up years for me. We all have them sometimes. But, yeah. This is going to be fun. Tomorrow we'll be able to, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be able to sew our signature in, I believe. I don't want to sew it in tonight because I want this page to dry really good. So let me get it out of there. And then we'll get these things put in and make our other belly band. I got to color that one, so I'll leave this open right here. There. Okay. Well, Thank you very much for joining me. You're all very much appreciated, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.